Welcome to the Law of Success, Lesson 5, Initiative and Leadership. If you've been watching the videos about the Law of Success, you're going to know that each lesson builds on the ones before it, starting with the foundation of the mastermind, where when two or more people get together, they create a third mind, which is greater than the sum of its parts. The next is having a definite chief aim, being very clear and specific about where you're going and where you want to wind up. And if you're in a group, you want to make sure all the members of the group have the same vision at the same time. The next level that's added is self-confidence. Sometimes self-confidence is a byproduct more than a cause, but in this instance, what we're talking about is believing that you're capable of doing it and you know that you have the skills and ability to do it. From there, we add the habit of saving, which is based upon the law of habit, meaning that whatever you repeat often enough becomes a habit, like a program. Today, we're adding initiative and leadership. Initiative and leadership are the next most important qualities in being successful, especially when leading groups. Here are 3 quotes, the first of which is, "If serving is below you, leadership is beyond you." Mr. Hill mentions this in his book. And the important point to notice is the piece about serving. The next is, "The greatest among you will be the servant of all," Jesus. And then more recently, Tony Robbins has said, "Success comes from taking the initiative and following up, persisting, eloquently expressing the depth of your love. What simple action could you take today to produce a new momentum towards success in your life?" Notice how all 3 of these are emphasizing servanthood, and love. That's the absolute key behind initiative and leadership. Otherwise, it becomes a form of narcissistic authoritarian control. Initiative and leadership are like the 2 next ingredients in a very vital recipe for success. And in this video, we're defining initiative as when you get yourself to take action rather than waiting for someone else or circumstances to force you. And leadership is being the influencer for your target audience who gets both them and you where you all need to be as effectively and efficiently as possible. Anyone who studied group dynamics will tell you that one of the rules of group dynamics is that the group chooses their leader. To be a successful leader, you must be able to take initiative without being forced or coerced by others, and you must be able to lead in such a way as to create true, authentic value for those who are following you or working for you. A good leader needs to be prepared to face opposition and the tide of negative public opinion almost any time they're in leadership. Lloyd L'Amour, it reminds me of a quote by Lloyd L'Amour where he said, "The surest way to make a pack of enemies is to take a stand on anything." A lot of times when you're in leadership, people misunderstand, their fears get triggered, and they tend to attack. To be better at getting through such things, the leader must remain warm, responsive, caring, and more knowledgeable about what's going on than anyone who's following them. Napoleon Hill said, "Know your men, know your business, know yourself." He said to beware of any intolerance. It's a deadly poison in leadership. He also said this quote here, "Cultivate love for your fellow man, and you will no longer want to lock horns with him in full combat. Love makes every man his brother's keeper." Notice he's got another quote here that has to do with love as the foundation of initiative and leadership. So think about these questions about what's going on in your life, whether it's your marriage, your family, your business, your church, your political party. Where in your life do you need to be exhibiting initiative? Who in your life is waiting for you to lead and go to the next step? What value could you be contributing to others on a daily basis without pay? I'm John Mason, and this has been Napoleon Hill's The Law of Success Lesson 5, Initiative and Leadership. I hope you have enjoyed or found value in this video. Would you do me a favor and look down below and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so that you can be notified of any videos that I create when I create them.